rounds in the super flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting at the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner, Luis Zegarra!
Here we go, JR. I just had a little conversation with Mr. Cisneros, CEO and owner of Sparta Combat League, and Luis Zegarra, 17 years old, 7-0 as a pro, and 7 knockouts.
Yeah, we were just talking about how impressed we were with the 19-year-old and what he was doing. Well, this guy's just a couple years, you know, younger, doing the same thing. So, man, TLC, what a great program they have. They're just putting out some spectacular boxers, and it seems that they're really helping everybody keep the personal life on the straight and narrow and on track as well, because to be fighting at this level at that young of an age, it really takes a different level of commitment than what you can normally see out of people, you know, as young as this.
Yeah, you're not kidding, and I think Jeff is right. We're going to look back on these fights in a couple of years, and we're going to be very, very proud of the prospects that have come out of Denver, Colorado.
Isn't that the truth? Yes, sir. Take a second to remind everybody they can join us again tomorrow night, either here on our internet pay-per-view, or we'd love to see you here in person at the Jeffco Fairgrounds for the King of Sparta heavyweight tournament. Starts out, if you win a boxing match, you progress into the semifinals, where it'll be a kickboxing fight. If you win that, you go to the finals, where you have to fight MMA.
And who doesn't want to see some heavyweights throw down?
I was going to say where you get to fight MMA,
Exactly.
not have to fight.
Introducing his opponent, fighting out of the Larry H. Miller Nissan on 104th, blue corner, please welcome Myron Hill!
Checking out our tail of the tape, the 17-year-old Luis Zegarra comes to us at 5'7", 115 pounds. Says his record here, 6-0. We're believing at 7-0. Lists his style as southpaw.
Looking over at Myron Hill, 27 years old, a full 10 years older than Luis Zegarra. 5'1", so a distinct height disadvantage for him. Win 15, and an opposite mirror record, 0-6. Still a southpaw, so both these guys are going to have plenty of work coming for him.
Myron Hill making his way into the ring right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is brought to you by Saratoga Casino Blackhawk. Let's meet our fighters. First, fighting out of the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner, from Denver, Colorado, representing TLC Boxing. This man has an undefeated professional record, Lieutenant Luis Zegarra. And his opponent, fighting on the Larry H. Miller Nissan on 104th, blue corner, from New Orleans, Louisiana, representing Martinez Boxing, Myron the Thrill Hill.
We went over all the rules in the back. I don't want to see anything below here, nothing below here, nothing in the back, okay? When I tell you ready to take 2 days, let's touch them up. Let's go.
Mr. Zegarra wearing the black and red, representing TLC, facing off against Mr. Hill, representing Martinez Boxing. He's wearing the black and white.
Nice little measuring going on right now from both fighters. A couple of jabs. Hill trying to just come straight in and smother Zegarra, which is probably the best bet, being as he's the little bit shorter fighter.
And Hill with body wrap and lifted his opponent off his feet there, so have to sort of settle down the wrestling tactics a little bit.
And Hill doing a good job. Kind of what we've seen all night from the shorter fighters, a very wide stance, a low base, trying to make sure that he can lean out and get out of distance without having to actually take himself out of the fight.
1-2, Myron. 1-2, Myron. Nice.
Zegarra looking very calm. And a couple of punches after the referee had called for break there by Zegarra.
And being so young, you do wonder sometimes how it factors into the game plan and the mind plan when you're fighting somebody that's 10 years, 12 years, 15 years older than you. You know, does it give them any sort of inkling at all that, you know, any worries? But doesn't look like it does.
Doesn't seem to be so far, as we're seeing Mr. Hill taking his count right here, and Zegarra looking over to his corner taking instructions, and we'll see how Hill's able to recover from this, and if Zegarra keeps his composure and doesn't try to just flurry in a hurry.
Something that I'm sure Zegarra and his corner have both seen already.
I think that was a slip. I agree with the referee there.
When Hill squats down and throws that jab, he really drops that left hand. His guard is wide open. If Zegarra can time that with that right hook, can handle a nice little clean shot on Hill.
Hill stepping forward, looking to close the gap, but not throwing any punches on his way in.
Ooh!
And that was the right hand.
Big right
hand. Believe that cuffed Hill right on the air.
Hill gets up. 18 seconds left. Let's see if Zegarra tries to push the pace and finish this fight in round number 1. Another big left hand.
Left hand landed well. And slipped by Hill and just happened to take Zegarra off his feet with it. 10-second clacker sounded, so I was going to say it's probably the end of the round there. And off to round number 2 we're going to go.
A little bit of a look from Zegarra there. I think he thought that little takedown was intentional. I don't think it was.
No, I don't either.
But whatever it takes to give yourself a mental edge, I guess.
Indeed.
Wait for this replay to come up and get a recap of round number 1. Hill, I was impressed, tried to really take the fight to Zegarra a couple times, throwing some body shots, really trying to smother him, but Zegarra did a very good job of countering. Nice uppercut there.
Yeah, that was the first knockdown by Hill. It was the left hand right over the ear of Hill, and that's where the next knockdown happened as well. I don't think we're going to get to that before the round starts, but it was the left hook right over the ear, landed a couple of times with exactly the outcome that Zegarra wanted.
I did not anticipate a glove touch coming into round number 2, and I wasn't wrong. And immediately going to work as both of these fighters. Great vision by Zegarra. You saw his head was down, but he was just kept looking. Good movement by Hill as well. Ooh, big body shot.
Zegarra gets the body shot in. That hurt Hill. Hill was trying to tie up there. And another one landed right off the hip bone, a little bit higher. That would have been pretty devastating against the liver. And oh boy, that was
close.
I think he could have pulled that one. And see if Blea gives Zegarra any kind of a warning about that.
Yeah, some expletives coming from Hill there. Hill's looking a little worse for wear at the moment. He's got to get his head back in the game. A nice left hand, though.
Best punch of the fight by far so far. Oh, and again, right over the ear. And that's going to be it. Well done by Mr. Zegarra, this young man. Another gentleman with a very, very bright future ahead. All wins by knockout. just knows how to put it together, does this very special, talented young man.
And at 17 years old, this kid hasn't even started to reach his prime years. They're still a few years off. That's scary.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we talk about bright future, my goodness.
Well, you see some of these guys that are, you know, they're fighting into their late 30s, early 40s. This kid has another 20 years ahead of him to learn and grow. Muscle maturity. I mean, let's be honest, he's still a kid.
Here's the replay. Hill looking to put it together. That was where there was the entanglement there. And Zegarra, like you said, thought maybe that was a little bit intentional. I don't think so. I think it was just a slip. And Zegarra coming over now to check on Hill. And back to the replay here. That's where Zegarra had that great vision that you were talking about.
Incredible to see that coming out of the corner of his eye and just move a little bit. Great work by the TLC fighter. What a camp these coaches have put together. A great stable of young fighters. Bright things coming.
All right, we'll take it up to Big Mo for the final word, the official word.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Blair calls a stop to this contest at 1 minute 6 seconds of the second round, declaring your winner by knockout, Lieutenant Luis Zegarra!
Well, we keep saying it. Congratulations to the TLC fighter. Mr. Zegarra going to go get his post-fight interview with Bailey Winters.
I'm here now with your winner, Luis Zegarra. Luis, you made Colorado history tonight by being the youngest pro boxer to fight in this state. You turned pro at 15. You're now 8-0 as a pro at just 17. How does it feel to get that win tonight?
You know, it feels great to hold that title and to be able to fight in front of my fans, friends, and family, and people who support me from the States. You know, and we're just gonna keep grinding.
You were moving your feet really well, using some angles really nicely. What was the strategy going into this fight tonight?
Strategy was to box, you know, see what he got, feel him out, see if he had anything, and then after that, go for the kill.
You and all of your teammates tonight look pretty unstoppable. What can we expect next from you?
Just more wins, more wins. Anybody
you want to thank tonight?
I want to thank God. I want to thank my coach, my family, everyone who came supported me, my girlfriend, you know, everyone in the crowd. Thank you.
Congratulations on a great win. Good job.